In today's video, we check out this condenser microphone kit from Neewer. A while ago, I launched a video on this channel where I went through the pros and cons of lavalier and shotgun microphones. Link above if you're interested in checking it out. Anyway, shortly after launching that video and extolling the virtues of those types of microphone, I decided that I needed a condenser microphone, so I went and bought this Neewer condenser microphone kit. This includes the Neewer NW-7000 USB microphone. And so before we get into unboxing this microphone and checking it out, let's talk a little bit about what a condenser microphone actually is. A condenser microphone, or sometimes called a capacitor microphone by us Brits, essentially uses a super thin membrane placed right next to a metal plate to capture the vibration created by sound and turn it into an electrical signal. The sensitivity of that super thin membrane means that they should be able to capture sound very accurately. They should be able to pick out minute changes, ultimately meaning that the sound they capture should be superior to that of other microphones. And whilst generally superior sound should be viewed as a positive, it does mean that they're not suitable for all occasions. For instance, they're not very useful if you're moving around a lot because, due to that sensitivity, they're likely to pick up any type of noise or vibration created by that movement itself. And also, unlike other microphones, they do generally need an external power source. For instance, you could plug a condenser microphone into something like my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 sound capture card, and the XLR cable you'd use to attach it would both capture the sound and provide the microphone power. Now, the microphone I bought here is USB, meaning that you can use a USB cable to attach it to your computer to capture the sound, but also use that same cable to power the microphone. And that's super handy if you don't have something like the Focusrite sound capture card in order to plug in an XLR cable. And the other point that really attracted me to it is the fact that it means I can use it with any of my computers. If I want to use it with my desktop here, that's absolutely fine, I can plug it in. But then I can also switch it to my laptop if I want to, without having to move the Focusrite and all of the stuff that comes with. Anyway, enough of that, let's unbox this microphone kit and see what it comes with, and later on we'll test it out, see what kind of sound it can capture, and also talk about why I bought a condenser microphone. Okay, so opening up the box and moving the instructions out of the way, you can see that the kit comes with a pop filter. That will be really useful for making sure the microphone doesn't pick up any p noises unnecessarily. It also comes with a USB B to A lead to plug the microphone directly into your computer. Then we come to the actual microphone and stand. The microphone itself is a pretty standard looking condenser mic. I went for the black and silver option, but other colour combinations are available. The kit also comes with a windshield, which will be really useful for preventing any kind of wind noise or exterior influence being picked up on the microphone. The stand is comprised of 3 pieces. This is the cage into which the microphone will be mounted. You then have the arm and the main clamp. This will be used to attach a microphone to a table or whatever surface you want to mount it to. And having had a really good look at the kit since unboxing it, I must say I'm really impressed with the quality here, especially when you consider that I only spent £36 or around $50 on this. The fixing mount is made of metal and really easily attaches itself to a desk or a table or whatever you want to mount the assembly onto, and it seems like it's going to provide a really secure base for the microphone. You can then fix the arm into the mount using the cylindrical part, and that allows it to pivot from side to side, so you can angle the microphone wherever you want it, and when you've got the right place, then you can just use this little screw to tighten it up and prevent it from moving again. At the other end of the arm is this screw assembly onto which you can attach the microphone cage, and this can be angled as you wish, and it gives you really good flexibility to think about how you want to use the microphone. Do you want it to come up under your mouth so you can talk down into it, or do you want it to be suspended above your head so that when you're talking into it, it can't actually be seen in the camera shot? Overall, the quality of the components that make up the arm seems excellent. They're all made of metal, they've all got very sturdy feeling joints, and overall I think they'll provide excellent flexibility surrounding how you actually want to use this microphone. Finally, the microphone slots into the cage using this pinch mechanism, and then you're ready to go. All you need to do is plug it into your computer. So I'm really happy with this kit. It seems built to last, but the big question is, how does it sound? So, I've set up the whole microphone assembly at my desk now, and you probably can't see it from your vantage point because it's actually away at the moment. I've done it so that when it's folded away, it doesn't get in my way. I've had to rejig my desk a bit and move a few things off, but hey, a change is as good as a holiday, right? It isn't. Anyway, when I want to use a microphone, all I need to do is loosen up the suspension arm, pull it out, and on we go. Okay, so I've folded the microphone out and got it all set up. I'm not 100% sure if I've got the placement of it correct or optimised yet. It's going to take a bit of trial and error, but it shouldn't stop us seeing exactly what it sounds like. Now, when I buy new items like this, I dread plugging them in for the first time. I have a terrible track record of plugging things like this microphone in and them just not working straight out of the box, and then having to spend ages messing around with drivers and all sorts to actually try and getting them to work. However, I can happily confirm that in this situation, that was not the case. I plugged the microphone in and my computer recognised it immediately. And I found that quite interesting because actually, there are a few reviews online that said that this microphone doesn't work particularly well with Macs. However, my Mac here had no issues at all and I can use it straight out of the box. This microphone is immediately ready for me to use in Audacity, Zoom, and even Logic. Yes, I could use this to record some singing, but don't worry, I won't. Okay, so the moment of truth. I am surrounded by microphones. I have my lavalier mic here, which is what you can hear me through at the moment, but I also have the condenser mic set up in front of me and my camera microphone. I'm going to switch to the condenser mic now, and let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so you're now listening to me through the condenser microphone. I'm using a program called Audacity, which is free to download, to record a single on my computer, but I have no clue as to whether I'm sitting too close to the microphone, too far away, or whether it's picking up a good sound. There's only one way to find out. Okay, so I went and checked out the audio clip we just recorded and compared it to the usual readout from my lavalier mic, and I have to say, I think it sounded rather good. It did sound a bit more roomy than my lavalier mic, but that's to be expected. It's further away from my mouth, and actually much more sensitive than my lavalier mic, meaning it's going to capture the echo from the room and everything like that. And at the end of the day, it's 1,000,000 times better than the actual microphones built into my camera. They sound like this. Testing, on-camera mics. How do they sound? Do they sound any good? I think we can all agree, the condenser mic sounds much better than those on board my camera. But let's record a short section now where I'll flip between all three microphones in quick succession so you can really compare how they sound. This is being recorded through my lavalier mic. How does it sound? This is being recorded through my condenser microphone. How does that sound? And this is being recorded through my microphones in my camera. How does that sound? I think we can all agree that the condenser mic is a major improvement on that in my camera. It really does make a big difference having a dedicated microphone rather than just relying on those. In comparison with the lavalier mic, I think the jury's out a little bit. I'll really need to play with it and see what kind of post-production editing I can do on both of them to see which I can get the best result from. But the one key advantage is that the condenser mic is here at all times. It takes me 0 time to set up, and that really takes us on to why I brought it. For a while now, I've been looking at the setup I use to create these videos and really thinking about whether or not I can simplify it, especially in certain situations. For example, I have been planning a new video series which will be predominantly based here at my desk. The videos will be of tutorial nature and I want to be able to write, record and deliver them really quickly. I'm not really bothered about the benefits that a lav mic can actually provide me. I don't need consistency when recording across different settings and I'm not really going to be moving away from the camera that much. So something like this condenser microphone kit is perfect for me. It's set up and ready to go at all times. All I need to do is sit down, pull the microphone out, hit record, and off we go. I don't need to worry about attaching the microphone to myself, plugging it in, hitting record, or even actually what I'm wearing because a lavalier mic doesn't work with all clothes. I really think that this microphone is going to be an excellent addition to my video creation setup. And at the end of the day, anything that makes videos easier to produce means that I can produce more of them and get them out to you, the viewing public, much quicker. In summary, I'm super happy with this little microphone kit. When I consider the quality that it provides at its price point, £36 or $50, I don't really see how it can be beaten. The audio that it captures is of great quality, and construction-wise, it really seems built to last. Ultimately, the best type of microphone to use is really based on your situation. If you're videoing in a lot of different locations and are capturing your voice, then a lavalier mic might be the best thing for consistency. However, if you're running around and really shooting people and situations and interviewing maybe, then a shotgun mic may be better because it can be pointed at something and it will record the sound. And clearly a condenser microphone has its own strengths as well. Firstly, it captures excellent audio quality, but secondly, in my situation, it's there and easy to use, meaning that I'm going to be encouraged to produce more content. So if you're looking for something like this microphone, then I cannot recommend this little kit more. And anyway, that's it for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing, and if you have any questions, comments or feedback, please leave them in the section below. And until next time, have a great day.